I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be how to focus and excel in your career. I've got a quick email here from a viewer, and he says, "Hey Coach, I have a very solid academic basis. I've got a good resume, commercial skills, a high profile, and my boss recognizes this in me. Everybody likes me in my office. I'm the cool guy, friendly, I don't fight towards other people, and I'm never complaining. Those are the reasons that people hire me. However, my problem is to put things into practice, execute on my knowledge, because sometimes I take very long because I don't figure out what the main issue is, or I have a lack of attention and focus. So I'm noticing that I'm losing space in my team on a daily basis. It means I'm not achieving a leadership position due to this detail, which I call ineffectiveness. It happened in my old job as well. How to change this situation and work on my weaknesses." So it sounds like you're given tasks to do, and you're not organized, and you're not focusing on the things that are important. So here's the deal. When you're given a task, a specific task, you've got to, obviously I hope you're working in a job that you really like and you enjoy, because if you're working someplace that you hate, that you think sucks, and you're just doing it because of the money or the money that you'll make in the future, you're never really going to be good at something unless you really love it and you really enjoy it, because you'll just be doing enough just to keep from getting fired. Now with that said, assuming that you really like what you're doing and you have a passion for it and you enjoy the projects that you're working on, when you're given a goal or an objective, accomplishing a big goal is simply breaking it down into a lot of little goals that you have to accomplish on a daily basis. Now some people get totally overwhelmed when they're setting a big goal in life, and they look at the fact that, wow, it's going to take me 5 years to accomplish it, it's going to take me 10 years to go to medical school and this and that, and then residency and all this stuff, and they just totally psych themselves right out of even starting. You know, as the saying goes, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And so when you have a goal, an outcome, something that you're assigned to do, you have to focus on getting that accomplished. And so when you do it, a good thing that you can do is to prioritize and schedule what you do on a daily basis, how you spend your time. And so when you have a big goal or part of a project that's a key part of it that you're supposed to do, you have to write down what the outcome is, and then you have to organize all of the tasks and things that you have to take care of that are required to accomplish that goal. And so if you've got a goal, say you've got a project that's got a 2-week time on it, well, there's a lot of little things that you have to do on a daily basis that will ultimately 2 weeks from now help you accomplish that particular goal. And so a lot of people tend to major in minor things. They get busy cleaning out their desks or just doing other things, doodling on the internet, going through their email, instead of focusing on things and accomplishing the little goals. And so you take the big goal and you break it down into a lot of little daily goals. And so anytime you're going to do something at work, you got to ask yourself, is this important and necessary to me accomplishing the big goal? And if it's not, then you put it on the back burner and you do it later, especially like when it comes to shooting the shit with your coworkers or responding to emails. I mean, a lot of people major in minor things. They're constantly putting little things that are not important as a priority in their life, and then the things that are a priority, they're putting them to the last minute because they're letting all these little details get in the way, because it makes you feel successful when you're accomplishing things. So a lot of people spend their time being busy, taking action, but what you want to do is you want to focus your time on being productive. And so anytime you're going to do something, whether it's sitting down to answer emails or work on something or help a coworker or get involved in a conversation at work, you got to ask yourself internally, is this going to help me accomplish any one particular little goal that I have to do in order to accomplish the big goal and do my part of the project? And so what's happening is you're getting assigned things to do at work, and you're just not getting them done because you're not being organized. You're not scheduling your day out. And if you're like most people, you're going to work Monday through Friday and on average about 8 hours a day. And so during those 8 hours, you need to make sure that you are focused on doing tasks that are absolutely necessary and essential to get accomplished. And so when you focus on doing all of those things that are essential, all the little daily goals in order to achieve the big, say it's a 2-week objective, as long as you do those things, I mean, there's still other things that you have to do. Like, I mean, obviously you got to clean up your desk. You just can't have it a mess everywhere, because your employer will look at that and say, this guy's desk is just a disaster zone. Well, this is obviously why he never gets anything done. Those things obviously are important, but if you've got something that's a priority or it's essential, that's why you ask yourself, if when you have something that you're going to do or that you're asked to do, internally you say to yourself, how is this going to help me accomplish my main goal, and is it absolutely essential? Or are there other things that I need to be focusing on right now that are absolutely critical in order for me to turn in my work in 2 weeks and get accomplished what I need to get accomplished? Like when I work with guys that are in sales, I sit down and I help them focus on what's important. Okay, what is bringing in the revenue? And I go through it, and they say, okay, well, usually with guys that are in sales, prospecting or handing a client leads is usually a big important part of their job. And then when you're doing your prospecting, and then you've got to make a certain number of appointments. And so, like if you're in a sales job, there's a certain number of people that you have to talk to on a weekly basis. There's a certain number of people you have to do a sales presentation to in order to make a sale. And so if you have a goal, you want to make X number of sales over the course of a monthly basis, and you break it down into a little daily goal, there's a certain number of people that you need to talk to on a daily basis to set up appointments. And over the course of the week, there's a certain number of appointments that you have to have in order, so when you get to the end of the month, you hit your sales quota or you exceed your sales quota. And a lot of people that struggle in those areas, it's just because they're not prioritizing their day and doing the things that are most important. It's the thing called, there was a book written years ago called the 80-20 rule. And what it basically says is that 80% of your results come from 20% of your effort. And so in order to achieve your goals at work, you have to identify basically the 20% of the things that are most important activities that you have to do and get accomplished Monday through Friday in order to meet your weekly goals, or your bi-weekly goals, or your monthly goals, or your quarter goals, or your yearly goals. And so you've got to identify those things and prioritize your day based upon their importance, those particular tasks that are on your to-do list, based upon their importance to you achieving your overall goal. That way, you're spending most of your time focusing on the things that are most important. When you get those things out of the way, that's when you can focus on lesser important things like cleaning out your desk or responding to emails or returning phone calls or whatever, or talking to your buddy or returning a text, whatever it happens to be. So if you have a question that you want to ask me, or there's a topic you want me to cover in a future video newsletter, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which is going to be on the left-hand side of your screen. Send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max detailing your questions, and give me several days to get back to you with a response. And if you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. And you can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which is going to be at the top of your screen. Just follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, go to my website, and on the right-hand side, underneath the email sign-up box, is a box that has a link to the Amazon Kindle download page. Once you get to the download page, from that link, on the right-hand side of the download page on Amazon's website, will be a button you can click if you don't already have a Kindle device. And when you click that button, it'll open up a window so you can download a free e-reader app for your smartphone, your tablet device, or your computer. And it only takes a few more seconds after that to complete the purchase of my book, and you'll be reading it in no time. If you appreciate the value of the information that I offer in not only this video, but my other videos and articles that are on my website, you can show your appreciation by going to my website and click at the bottom of the page. There will be a toolbar. There will be a PayPal donate button. Click it and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information in these videos and articles that I post. And I will talk to you soon.